Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be an episode sponsored by Decant Shop, the best place online, of course, for you to get samples and decants of all different types of fragrances. It's going to be the fastest way for you to get them, and you're going to save the most money by using my coupon code, which is MAX12. That's going to save you 12% of your entire order. The prices are already unbelievably low, but that will save you an additional 12% on any decant samples you purchase on the website. So decantshop.com, coupon code MAX12. Every fragrance we're going to be talking about today is available on Decant Shop's website. Now we're going to start this week off with one from the house of Guerlain. This one is called Homme. Now, we've looked at a lot of scents from Guerlain in the show. I own quite a few from this house. The most recent for me was L'Homme Ideal, which I actually really enjoy and find to be quite underrated. Now, I do own the original L'Homme, or I'm sorry, just Homme. There's no La in it. It's just called Homme. I don't love it. This one came in at number 440 on the Base Notes Top 500 Modern Fragrance list, and you can get this one for about $40 online. The Parfumé on this one is the Guerlain in-house nose of Terry Wasser. He did this one in 2012, and the notes on this one include vetiver, grass, lime, rum, mint, woods, geranium, and musk. Now, I think this one is fine. It reminds me very much of the original. I don't think there's a huge difference. I think the only difference, and guys, it is slight for me at least, is that this one is just a little bit more woody. In the dry down, of course, bois does mean wood, so this is Guerlain Man Woods. I don't think you need both. I think you could do either or. I actually think this one is probably a little bit better than the original. With the woods in there, you do still get the booze and the lime. This one has a grass note in it. I just don't think, I think Guerlain's got far better fragrances out there for men. Certainly when you go back in time to Habat Rouge and Heritage, I don't think they can really, this one can really stand up. Or even to L'Homme Ideal, which I think is better than Homme. I just don't think Homme is a great fragrance by Guerlain. That's my opinion. I know some people in the community love it. Next on the list, we're going to go to the house of Gucci and look at a fragrance called Parfum. Now, this one was a mistake by me. I meant to ask Decant Shop for Gucci Parfum 2, which was number 491 on the list. Instead, I asked for Gucci Parfum. But then I saw that this one was actually 372 on the Base Notes list, so no big deal, but I will request Gucci Parfum 2 next time I get samples from Decant Shop. Now, we've looked at a few from Gucci on the show, including the discontinued Envy and Rush, both of which I really enjoyed. This one came out around 2002. Daniela Andrier did this one prior to her doing work for Puig on the Prada line. And the notes on this one are orange blossom and heliotrope at the top, caraway, iris, thyme in the middle, and incense, leather, sandalwood, musk, vanilla, and cedar in the base. This one has become quite a bit harder to find, but there are still sites that seem to have it between $60 to $70. Now, this is a female perfume, or at least meant for females. Obviously, there's really no gender in frags. I like this one. I don't think it's great. I get the orange blossom in this. I get the leather. You know, it's sort of, when I think orange blossom and leather, I sort of think of Cure Canage by Dior, and this sort of is like a more tamed, mild version of a floral leather. It's not bad. It's just, I don't, you know, even for women, I think we've looked at better. I think even in this round of fragrances, I think Armani Diamonds is much better. I think a scent by Miyake, by AC Miyake, is much better. I just think this one is for me, very blah. I prefer Chanel Chansu Tendre to this one. This is just not a great scent for me. I don't know why. It does not resonate with me. Next up, guys, we're going to go to the house of Montale, and we're going to look at one called Oud Ever. Now, this was not on my list to try, but Adriana just got it, and sent it to me, and I'm always excited to try Montales, even new, especially new Montales. This one isn't that new. It came out in 2012. It has notes of oud, citron, bergamot, and mandarin at the top, vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, and black pepper in the middle, leather, ambergris, and tonka in the middle. You can find this one for around $100 online, and I like this one, guys. If you've ever heard my sort of criticism of Montale, it's that they need a Christopher Chong or a Frederick Malle or a Tom Ford. They need someone there to edit their releases down, and there's too much redundancy. This one is very unusual. You know, Adriana sort of told me that this is different from Montale, and I couldn't agree more. It has a beautiful citrus top. I guess that's the citron in this one, and the bergamot and the mandarin, and then it does have a beautiful oud in the background with some black pepper and patchouli and leather. It's really, really well done. I just, there's not a lot of fragrances that I feel that do the citrus and the oud so well. And this is one. You know, the citron pops at the top. The oud is nice and funky in the base, and you've got the bridge of the black pepper, the leather, and the ambergris and the tonka and the patchouli. It's really well done. Check this one out if you like Montale and you like their oud fragrances. All right, guys, we're going to finish up with one that I actually own. We've looked at a couple from Tommy Bahama on this show. We looked at the original, now discontinued, and we've looked at the amazing St. Bart's. This one is called Saint Martinique. This one doesn't get that much attention. I know they actually just announced a new Saint something or other. I'm not sure what it's called, but they're going to be putting out a new one. Saint Martinique doesn't get the love St. Bart's gets. Probably not as in the shadows as Very Cool, which is another one of their men's scents. You can find this one for $20. It's very often found at discounters. If you have a TJ Maxx around you or a Marshall's, you can usually find it there. As I said, I do own this one. I own a 50 ml. This one was released in 2010, and the notes on this one are just bergamot, pepper, lavender, water notes, and musk. Guys, it's fine. It's actually very pleasant. I actually shouldn't even say it's fine. It's very pleasant. It's got a nice blend of bergamot, lavender, aquatic notes, and some pepper, and a musky dry down. It's really nice. It actually is really nice. For me, it's a boring fragrance, and if I was gonna get anything from this line, and I own three, I own St. Bart's, St. Martinique, and Very Cool, I'd go St. Bart's, and I'd probably stay away from the rest of them. There are some people that like this fragrance quite a bit, so it's not a complete flop. As I said, I know people in the community who like this one. It's really pleasant. It's different than a lot of aquatics out there. It's really well done. It smells fairly natural, so it's not a horrible fragrance. I just think there's a lot better options out there, and I think St. Bart's, with that margarita salty thing going on, is far superior to this one. So guys, if I'm ranking these, obviously Oud Ever is far and away number one, and if I'm being honest, I think I'm going St. Bart's 2, just in terms of fragrance. I'm going Guerlain 3, and I'm going Gucci Parfum 4. I don't think I'd buy any of these. I'm sort of just set in my ouds right now. Well, that's actually not true. I do want to get the new Diptyque Oud. There are some other ones, but if I'm getting a new Montale, for me it's going to be definitely Oud Red next, or Red Oud, and then probably Black Musk. So maybe with more time, Oud Ever will fall on my radar. I have Saint Martinique. I have Guerlain Homme, so I feel like I'm covered. I just don't think Gucci Parfum is that great of a fragrance. So guys, we're going to be back to finish up this haul next week. We have 4 more fragrances. First, we'll go to the house of Etro, the Italian perfumer. Then we'll go to the house of Al Haramain for 2 fragrances, and then we'll finish up this haul with one from the house of Bond number 9. Guys, obviously these are sponsored by decantshop.com. You guys make these videos possible by going there. Please remember to use that coupon code MAX12 to save as much money as possible on the already ridiculously low prices that Decant Shop offers. And I will see you guys later this week with more videos. Guys, you know what it is. My name is Maximilian.